make a contribution more broadly than just working in a small valuations department. I always think having a good, strong technical grounding at the beginning of your career, that is absolutely the right thing. It's an important thing. And I also understand that it is important that we have valuators and more experienced people there.
Yeah.
But just to think that that's the only thing that you can do, I think that's the bit that I feel I have issues with.
Yeah.
I also have issues with if people think, wow, now I'm qualified, now I can sit back and relax.
Yes.
Why? That's the beginning of your journey of learning. And because of the fact that we have a very specific way of thinking about things. As actuaries, I don't know if you know de Bono's hats.
Yes.
I think, for better or worse, actuaries are trained to be quite black hatty. You are excellent at identifying what can go wrong, and what are the risks, and a lot of other people are not.
Yes.
So if you bring that into the conversation, but still being open to trying things, because if you can identify the risk, you can decide how to mitigate them.
Yeah.
A lot of other people don't even have that skill.
Yeah.
So as an entrepreneur, looking down the road, seeing what risks there are, and starting from the beginning to either decide, okay, I'm fine with that risk, or we can try and mitigate it like this. It gives you like a very big advantage. Also, the fact that you have a very broad background, so you've got a set of accounts.
Yes. Yeah.
You're quite mathematically strong, so you can very easily put in place things to monitor how well your business is doing or how well it's not doing. And I think we're good problem solvers.
Yeah.
In terms of blue sky things.
Yeah.
This is the problem, find a solution. I think we're trained to do these things.
Yeah.
And that's all the stuff like entrepreneurs need to be really good at. So I don't really know why not.
Yeah.
So if you look, for example, at us at Naked, like I said, Ernie looks after marketing.
Yeah.
And Alex, and he also looks after compliance and
it's
and all those other things as well. But I mean, saying you have an actuary head of marketing sounds weird, but why not?
Yeah, exactly.
And actually, in today's day and age, marketing is very scientific.
Yeah.
Especially digital marketing. Optimizing a digital marketing process is an actual problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, it just kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
And then if we think about, I look after pretty much most of the operational things.
Okay.
So finance sits with me, people sit with me. I never thought I would be writing blogs, but if you chat to Rose, if you phone our call center, or help desk, and we don't answer immediately, he'll get me. So I think sometimes actuaries are too precious about what they're willing to do.
And what they should do.
Yeah. You shouldn't be precious. You should be curious, and you should be open to learning new things. You're smart. You can do whatever you put your mind to, whatever you're interested in. Limiting yourself just makes absolutely no sense to me.
Yeah, I agree.
And for example, Alex is responsible. He's very deep in the technology.
Yes.
I mean, everyone said, how are you starting a technology business? And none of you guys are coders. Alex coded our first version of our administration system.
Sure. So did what need to be done.
Exactly.
Sure. I think this has been incredible, this interview. But last question before we kind of end it off is, what encouragement or advice would you give to an aspiring actuary? So just thinking about a student at university, or even someone who's just started their career post-university, what encouragement would you give them?
Yeah, good life advice. I think, I could say so many things. I'm just wondering what is the most useful thing to say.
You can say the breadth of them.
I'm going to say a couple of things. So I think believing in yourself is very important. But in order to believe in yourself, you need to prove to yourself that you're going to do what you say you're going to do.
Sure.
So my philosophy is always, both Alex and Ernie know, if I didn't pertinently say I'm going to do something, maybe I won't do it. But if I said I'm going to do something,
you will do it.
I will do it. Whatever that is in life, whether it is around exercise, about phoning a friend, about reading a book, or at work or whatever. If you said you're going to do something, do it. Because every time you don't, you disappoint only yourself and you actually knock your self-confidence. And you
It's trust in yourself,
exactly.
Because you don't actually then, we will say you're going to do something, you don't even know if you're going to do it.
Exactly. And then I think that doesn't set you up well for your career and being ambitious and achieving great things if you don't do that. I also think that reading more widely and training yourself more widely is really important.
Yeah.
Listen to ideas that make you feel uncomfortable. Listen to podcasts where you think, who is this plonker? You know?
Yeah.
Because now and then, maybe you're the plonker, not them.
Yeah.
You know, like, because I think what's happening and what I've experienced a lot with people these days is one of us are in like a little bubble.
Yeah.
Because with social media, you kind of start following people that think the same as you.
Exactly.
And then your thoughts never get challenged. So make a deliberate effort to challenge the way you think about things. And there's lots of stuff out there. There's audiobooks, there's podcasts. Anyone who wants podcasts, I can tell you a ton because I listen to so much of it. So I think that's also really important.
Yeah.
Because that's how you come up with new ideas, or that's how you can make a contribution that's different maybe to everyone else.
Yeah.
If you're in a meeting or that problem solving or whatever, I think those things are really important.
Yeah.
And then the third thing I will say that is really important as actuaries is we have normally very strong ideas about things. And that's good. I like people to have strong ideas and can argue those ideas. But again, I will say, hold those ideas lightly. Be open to listening to what other people have to say.
And be challenged.
And being challenged. And not taking it personally.
Yeah.
Assuming positive intent when you're being challenged.
Yeah.
And keeping your eye on the prize rather than
your
personalized.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think those things are really important. Those are the three things I
think that's phenomenal. I just want to thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.
I think this was invaluable, and I think our listeners will really, really enjoy it. So thank you once again.
No, it was a real pleasure. Bye.
And to our listeners, thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave a review on your preferred streaming platform. If you'd like to interact with us more or add questions or topics to our pool of ideas, please follow our Instagram page at ASforActuary or email us on asforactuary@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Take care.